Legal segregation used to support the economic inequities. Now that legal segregation is officially gone, the question is, what keeps that structure in place? The media today, it seems to me, may have the same trouble seeing the economic issues and challenging fundamental economic assumptions as the media had in the 1950s, seeing and challenging the fundamental segregationist assumptions. And for all of the congratulations flowing back and forth at this symposium about jobs well done, and they were well done, I have no quarrel with that. But we haven't talked much about the fact that the media was really dragged into the civil rights coverage by the pressure of events. And I think the question facing us here is whether we will have to be dragged into systematic and complete coverage of these unresolved economic issues by future events. I was writing down a little diagram, listening to the other panel members and the good comments they had to make. Bill talked about decentralization of the civil rights movement, and it seems to me it really decentralized into three strains. One is political, and the question of unequal access to political power. One is the economics issue that I've been talking about. And the third is something I'd like to call underground racism. And that is simply all of those things that work to perpetuate the inequities that legal segregation used to support, now that it's supposed to be gone. And I'd like to say one other thing before I'm through. There are some changes in the media that get in the way of the kind of coverage that I'm talking about. Dorothy Gilliam said yesterday that the newsrooms of mainstream daily newspapers are only about 7% non-white. Now that figure was 4% 9 years ago. It hasn't moved very far, and the rate of growth is slowing down. Journalism schools are complaining that they find it harder and harder to attract black students. Experienced black journalists are leaving the business in rather frightening numbers, ever-increasing numbers, because of lack of opportunities for growth and promotion. Newspaper management, which has absolute veto power over story ideas and story slants, is less than 1% non-white. Commercial television is doing fewer documentaries. Television news is developing a shorter attention span, and